Stuff dropping over the weekend. We got some news to get into. November is going to be a big month for WoW, both in retail and in Midnight, so let's just jump straight in. Here we go. Midnight Beta, we already know, kicks off November 11th. That means if you have the Epic Edition pre-ordered, or maybe you signed up through Beta through this link right here, I'll link this in the chat and down below if you want to sign up, you'll be able to get in and try to either get into Beta or be guaranteed a spot in Beta if you preloaded the Epic Edition. What am I going to do in beta? Probably make a horror near for the most part. I'm going to do something that I'm not going to do when I'm actually playing because I don't like to replay the same shit over again. So I'll probably make a horror near, run around as a druid, see what their forms look like, play out their opening campaign, just see what that's all about. Because once the actual game launches, I'm going to level up my Death Knight. I'm not going to do anything else. So that'll probably be how I'm going to play my time here in the beta on stream. Also, November, big month to get your cog gobbled. That's right, we got all the new mounts coming out, big turkey mounts, 2 of them to be exact, plus a bunch of weapons that have to do with Thanksgiving. We got a bunch of food-related weapons and everything, so a pretty cool November trading post if you want to go out there and get that stuff. As I said before, some nice little foodie weapons. And then in development, we have the 5th and final edition of Alpha. Of course, endgame testing going on. We've been looking at some of this. I don't have Alpha access, but we've been keeping track of everything that's been coming out about it. The prey system's been going out. Level 90 cap level stuff, looking at story and quest lines. Delves, of course. Level 90 activities, professions, and some of the PvP stuff as well for endgame content. So that'll continue to go on here as Alpha comes to a close. And Beta kicks off, in like a little bit over a week now. New professions will be very much, new profession recipes, I should say, will be very much relevant in player housing. So if you're wondering what's going to happen with professions and player housing, well, we're starting to see some of the stuff that's going to be coming out. So alchemy will be getting some cool new recipes that you can do in player housing. Blacksmithing, make a sewer gate or a sunscone. I'm not sure what that is, but you can make some stuff there. Enchanting, we'll be able to make a Dark Master Mystical Brazier or a Dornagal Hanging Sconce. So some interesting enchant. I don't know why enchants would make an ensconce, but there you go. Engineers, home defense gadget, Joy Buzz Joyful Wall Train, and a resizable purpose gear. That's cool. Engineers can make toys. Yeah, we like that. The little train will be pretty nice to see. Inscription, making a wall shelf. Leather, man, just a wall shelf. Blizzard really hates inscription. Leather working, Gilnean spare saddle, rolled scarab rug, and then finally tailoring here we see Esperance ringed sash, also a framed rug, frozen banner, and a beanbag chair. That's pretty cool. Yeah, tailoring's got some good stuff. So yeah, professions will continue to be relevant for player housing. We'll keep looking at that stuff as it comes out. And then we got Shadowlands, boys. Yeah, I bet you didn't think we were talking about Shadowlands today. That's right, Shadowlands timewalking is actually just around the corner as well. Dropping with 11.2.7 next month. We'll be getting Shadowlands timewalking, which means you can go back and relive your greatest traumas in Shadowlands dungeons. That's right. So going back, you can also get some of the cool Shadowlands items. Say what you want about Shadowlands. It did have some good transmog, guys. It did. So we can get some of these old items back. Hammer of the Righteous Lightbringer. That's right, Uther's hammer coming back in a major way. 2 different colorways of this one. Pretty cool looking hammer. We also see some Covenant-related weapons here. Cool stuff. A nice-looking shield. Soul Harvester Scythe. This thing's pretty cool. If I remember right, though, it's not that big. Size matters, and I think this thing wasn't that big, and that was my major problem with it. But a cool-looking scythe nonetheless. We also see some crossbows here. A nice-looking sword. These kind of look like Zereth Mortis-related weapons. So Zereth Mortis had a very unique aesthetic to it. You either liked it or you didn't. I was okay with some of the stuff, but I feel like some of it, it's got that very flat look. And I think I got sick of it after a while. But yeah, you can get some Zereth Mortis-related weapons. The Sinstone Cleaver. This thing's actually pretty badass. A Rune Blade of Maldraxxus. I probably want to get this. Some cool-looking swords, definitely, that I'm going to want to get for my Death Knight. Again, more Zereth Mortis-related weapons. Some quivers that'll make you quiver. We also see an Ooze Frame. This is cool. A nice little Uzi Boy backpack. Okay. And then we see some Maldraxxus-related shields. We see a mount here. Is this a mount or a pet? A collectible Ouroboros, known for its truly efficient... This is a mount? Yes, a nice-looking mount. Okay, yeah, we got a Maldraxxus boar mount, it looks like. So that's nice. Also, the Crimson Lupine. So again, another Zereth Mortis-related mount here. We got a Foxy Boy. Very Pokemon-esque. That's how I always felt about those. The Snowpaw Glimmer. Another mount here. So what do we got? Almost 3 mounts now. Let's see. And then finally here, a pet. Yeah, we got a little mailbag pet. Yeah, this is cool. Okay, people who love pets, you can get that one. So some cool stuff coming out with Shadowlands Remix. Again, I make fun of Shadowlands. Look, it had its problems. It had the maw. It had chore gas going on. A lot of other things. Storyline was a bit meh. Zoval's nipples were too big. But it had some good transmog. So maybe this event will be worth something. Sam, why are you using AI to hide your true form? I can't do it. Can't reveal it. Speed up to balance of power. That's right. If you guys don't know about the balance of power quest line, you should do this in Legion Remix. So we're getting into some Legion Remix stuff here. The balance of power quest line is going to give me some really cool looking Legion legendaries. And this used to take a while back when you used to do it. 21 steps, in fact, to do this thing. Basically, you got to complete all of the Broken Isles stuff for this quest line. You can only do it once your Order Hall quest line is complete, and typically in the retail game, this took a while. But right now, you're OP. So you can take all your OP-ness back to the Broken Isles and break everything real quick and get this done. And if you do, like I said, there's some really cool weapons to be had, some badass-looking Death Knight stuff here. We've seen some of this stuff before in-game. Really cool-looking sight there. Obviously, some cool Druid forms. Get yourself the Greeny Glow Bear and a cool-looking cat as well. Nice-looking stuff there for Druids. Obviously, a badass Warglaive for Demon Hunters. Hunters can get themselves some cool-looking weapons as well. Really cool-looking Phoenix Bow there. Mages. Yep, this one's amazing. Had this one on my mage, actually, back in the day. I used to play mage before I got on the Blood DK kick for quite a while now. Monks getting some cool-looking stuff. I always love the hanging kegs off the monk weapons. So that's a good-looking one right there. We see priests here getting some cool stuff. Yep. Guys recognize her. This is a fleshy Zalatet. That's right. Get that one. We see some priest weapons here. Nice looking priest stuff. Also shamans. A badass looking hammer. Yeah, this is a cool looking take on Thrall's hammer for sure. Also some nice looking stuff there. Warlocks. Big fat offhand there. And a big looking staff. And then finally warriors. Yep, get your warrior gear. Get your warrior stuff. So some cool looking stuff. Again, this quest line used to take a really long time, but you can rerun it and remix and unlock these cool looking legendary artifact appearances. Finally here, one spec in Legion Remix is taking over, guys. It's a one-trick Andy. It's basically 25% of the player base at this point. No surprise here, Havoc Demon Hunter. Havoc Demon Hunter has taken full bore. This thing is going literally ham. 25% of the player base essentially is playing Havoc Demon Hunter right now. You wonder why? Well, it's very quick. It's a takey class, very easy to play. 2 buttons basically get you through shit. And it's unkillable in Legion Remix. So you can go around and play it. Retribution Paladin second place. I mean, Retribution Paladin's just played everywhere, so that makes sense. But right now, yeah, people are just going nuts off of Havoc Demon Hunter. If you haven't made one yet, you want to see what OP feels like, go ahead and play that. Down here, we also see a bunch of tanking classes, obviously. Blood DK sitting here, Prot Warrior somewhere in here as well. And, you know, people just having fun playing tanks and everything else. Yeah, but Rhett is still in second. Rhett will always be around because people just love fucking Retribution Paladin. I don't know what else to say. Meta cuck Andes. I mean, yeah, it's, look, it's an easy class to play, and there's some cool transmogs, I guess, to be had from Demon Hunter, so people are going to play it for sure. Finally here, the good thing is, retail's still alive. You guys remember we were playing retail just like 2 weeks ago and it felt like a fucking dead-ass game? Well, it's back, it looks like. It is performing, once again, above Dragonflight. That's right, so here we go. Finally, we have upticked again. Since Legion Remix came out, Season 3 of The War Within has been in the absolute gutter. It is this blue line here, this dark blue line, dropped off a freaking cliff when Legion Remix hit, and now it's coming back slightly thanks to the Power Boost event and everything else. We are now ahead of Dragonflight Season 4. Participation up quite a bit here, and it's looking better. It's looking healthy for the end of an expansion. Obviously, plus 10s and plus 12s are your number one run keys right now. Everyone going for those final endgame achievements and filling up vaults for the final time here. The Arcway remains very high in Legion Remix, plus 20s and higher. People are really running the Arcway. That's the favorite. Vault of the Warden is the shittiest one if you're talking Legion Remix numbers, but those numbers are down as the numbers overall for retail have gone up. Again, retail, you probably got Ecodome Eldani as your number one run dungeon again. But it's good to see the game is pretty healthy. We'll talk a little about player numbers later today. There it is, Ecodome Eldani, as I predicted. Player numbers are pretty damn high for subs right now. Looking good heading into midnight. I'll keep reporting on this game because this game isn't dead. And thank you, Burning Viking, so much for the 100 bits, man. I appreciate that. You are back. That's right, back. That's right. Warcraft's back. Legion's good. Midnight's good. It's all looking great, and we'll keep reporting on news here, as we always do. And today, that is all in terms of news.